Let's see how you can connect Hostinger VPS with LaunchWP. So LaunchWP is a WordPress-focused server management dashboard using which you can launch blazing fast WordPress sites in any cloud providers you want, in any VPS you want. So in this example, I'll be showing you how you can do this in VPS provided by Hostinger. So if we scroll down, we can choose among different plans provided by them. So for this video, I'll be just going with the KVM1, the lowest plan. So you can just click choose plan. And over here, I'll be choosing a period of 1 month. You can just choose between like 2 years or 1 year, whatever suits you. But for this example, I'll be just going with 1 month. For the server location, just choose the one that has the best latency for you. For me, it's the US Boston, so I'll just let it be. For the operating system, make sure it's always Ubuntu and it's 24.04 LTS. In some cases, LTS isn't written, but it is the version that has the long time support. So make sure it's always Ubuntu 24.04. So I'll just select that and click confirm and proceed with the payment. So we need to click create an account. We can just go with the Google and then go with ours. So these are some of the like basic steps for registering in any website. So I'll just let it be. So in this moment, I'll just pause the video after I'm done filling up these billing details. I'll just come back after I've filled up this form after the payment has been processed. So I'm done with the billing details and all payments. So it's asking me if I wanna install any free malware scanner. I'll just click continue. Over here, it's asking me to create a root password. So I'll just go ahead to create that. And then the VPS name, it can be as it is for the SSH key. So we won't be adding any SSH key for now. So we will just skip that for now. So it's asking one more symbol. So okay, it should be good now. So we can now click continue. And it should be it. Let's finish the setup. So it should be setting up the VPS. So it shouldn't take much time. So I'll just pause this video for now and then come back and once it's done. So the VPS setup has been completed. So I'll now head over to LaunchWP to see how we can create the account and get started with the plan. So I'll just click get started. So with LaunchWP, there are three basic steps when we want to get started. The first is server provisioning with the OS of Ubuntu 24.04. So that's the version or the image we selected when we created our VPS at Hostinger. The next is to connect to LaunchWP with the SSH details, and then we can just launch our WordPress sites. So I will just click view pricing and then choose a plan from here. So I'll just go with the platinum plan. I'll just click get started. And over here, we can add our username, password, and just all the billing details we use. So I'll just go with the name I generally use. And then the password. We can use the first name as well. And then the email. And then I'll just stick with the yearly plan. And then click checkout. So this is just a test checkout. I'll just stick with some test credit card details. Just use some dummy ones. And then some dummy credit card, dummy postal code. So I'll just click process. And that should be it. So my plan is now active on LaunchWP. I can scroll down and come to the plan account. I'll just click on here. And from here, I can see my plans, I can see my orders, I can check my profile, but I'll just click on the server dashboard. And from here, we can see the instructions we need to follow to access the server dashboard. So we need to use our same credentials we just used to create our account on LaunchWP to access the server dashboard. You can just click on this and then log in from here. So I'll just use the details I used for LaunchWP. and then click the captcha. So the server dashboard is located on app.launchwp.io and the billing portal is located on launchwp.io. So we can just click sign in. So this is the plan. We can, after like we are on the server dashboard, we can just click on this servers icon. So here, from here, we can just open up the nav menu. So from here, I just clicked on the server icon. And from here, we can add a new server. So for this provider name, this can be any name. This is just for your identification. This has nothing to relate it with LaunchWP or your services. So just let it be the default. For the IP address, we'll come back to our Hostinger, click Manage VPS. Just skip these things for now. I really don't want to. So if we come to the overview page of the Hostinger, we can see our IP address listed. I'll just click copy. Come back to our server dashboard, paste it over here. For the SSH port, if we come back over here, SSH port isn't listed, so the default should be 22. So because as the port is not listed, so the default should be 22. For the SSH username, if we come back over here, it should be root as well. So if I just come back over here, yes, we can find this. So for the SSH username, it's root. For the default SSH port, it should be 22. So when you're copying, make sure you're copying the IP version 4, not the IP version 6. So you need to copy the IP version 4 from here. And for the default SSH port, it's 22. For the username, it's root. For the SSH password, it's the one we just used. So for the SSH username, it will be root. So we have two methods to authenticate via SSH. We can either use a root password we used when creating our VPS, or we can connect via public key. For the passwords, it's just straightforward. You can just enter your password and click connect server, but I will show you how you can connect with using the public key. So you can just copy this command and come back to Hostinger, click browser terminal. So this will open a terminal session in the browser. So you can just come over here, just paste your command that you just copied from LaunchWP. So I need to right click and paste it and then click enter. So that should be it. So you can just come back to our server dashboard and click connect server. So server is connected successfully. You can now come back to the sites. So from here, you can add new sites to your server, which you just connected. So I'll just click create site, and for the domain name, I will be showing this demonstration on test3.winijob.com. So if in your case, it might be a root domain like winijob.com, but for me, it's just the subdomain I'm using. So make sure you have DNS access to this because you have to add a DNS record to it. So for this server, just select the one that I just connected. For the A record, as I mentioned, you need to add a DNS record. So this what this will be doing is this will be pointing your domain to your server. So LaunchWP doesn't manage your DNS. So I'll just click A record. So for me, I manage my domain via Cloudflare. So if you're using any other provider like Namecheap, you can find that documentation on how to add a DNS record. So for Cloudflare, it's just you need to go under DNS records and click add record. For the type, it should be A. For the name, for me, it will be test3 because I'm installing it on the test3 subdomain. If you are using it on a root, you're just connecting your root server, just use @. So this will just point to your root domain. So for me, it's just on my subdomain of test3. So I'll just let it be to test3 for the name. For the IP version 4, I'll just paste the thing that I just copied from here. So I can just click copy a record, and that's the server IP of the cloud of the Hostinger. So I'll just set the proxy status to true. I'll just click save. So that should be it for the DNS part. I'll just scroll down. From here, I can change my admin password, admin username. I can enable multi-site if I want. So I'll just let it be. So you can install multi-sites in both subdirectories or subdomains. The choice is yours. For the security, you can enable this option to get a free SSL from Let's Encrypt. So because my domain is already with Cloudflare, I'm getting a free domain from Cloudflare. So leaving this option checked will cause an issue. to show you what that issue is and how to resolve it. I'll just keep it checked for now. For the WordPress version, I'll just keep it latest. For the PHP version, I'll go with 8.4. For the table prefix, it should be good. I can now click create site. So the site should be created now. So if this is your first site on your server, for me, which it is, it will be taking more or less 10 minutes. But if this is your second site or third site, it will hardly take 2 to 3 minutes. So let's wait for it to get completed. I'll pause this video and just come back when it's done. Okay, so the site has been created successfully. So it took around 5 minutes and 56 seconds, around 6 minutes. So as I mentioned, it might take more or less 10 minutes. So just hang on, just try to open a new tab and work on that, and it should report you back if it faces any issues. So as of now, this site has been created. I can click visit dashboard, and from here, if the domain is pointing correctly, if I click on this, it should open up this site. But as I mentioned, there will be an error. This is the error. So this is happening because I have SSL from both Let's Encrypt and Cloudflare. So to resolve this, I can go to manage. And from here, I can just disable the SSL certificate from Let's Encrypt and save changes. So this will now ask my domain to use the SSL from Cloudflare instead. So I'll just click reload, and here am I. So my site is now up. So my site, this is a WordPress site. This is installed on my own server, which is on Hostinger. So this is how you can install your own WordPress in your own Hostinger VPS. So I try to cover all the things that were needed to install the WordPress. So let me know if I missed anything, if there are any suggestions, questions, or comments. If you face any issues, just get over to a server dashboard, click on help, and create a support ticket. Our team will be more than happy to assist you. So thank you so much for watching, and have a great day.